Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We're doing a reading vlog today, guys. I haven't done one of these since Powerless reading vlog. Ignore this, I literally had chocolate chips earlier. But y'all, I asked you guys what reading vlog you guys want to see first, and it was between Butcher and Blackbird and Lightlark. And by reading the title of the video and looking at the thumbnail, you can already tell which book won. But you guys will be getting a Butcher and Blackbird reading vlog after I finish Lightlark. Now, something I do in my reading vlogs, I really just come to the parts where I want to make comments, and then I come back to the screen and I make comments and we review it at the end and we talk about it. So yeah, this book is a big book. It's a big book. It's if we rounded it, it's 400 pages, but I think it's 400 and some change. Not too extravagant, nothing above the 20s. I think it stops at 415 or 410, which I can do. I can do 400s. I can do 400s. So the reason I picked this book up was because this book is actually super duper controversial. Some people this is literally a copy of Powerless and the Hunger Games and everything in one book, and then people are this book is really good. So I wanted to see for myself, is this book good or is it bad? So we're reading it, and I'm really excited because 𝙬𝙤𝙨 comes out this month, because it's November when I'm filming this. I don't know when it's gonna come out. Hopefully it comes out in November after I finish reading. And then 𝙬𝙤𝙨. So I do want to do a reading vlog where I read 𝙬𝙤𝙨 and 𝙬𝙨. Maybe those will be in separate videos, maybe those will be in the same videos. And this one is obviously going to be shorter than the Powerless reading vlog because we're only reading one book in this video, and in Powerless we read all 3 books. Now, once again, in April when Fearless comes out, there will be a Fearless reading vlog, so stay tuned, subscribe, the notification bell, everything. And we're gonna see, is this book good? Is this book bad? We're literally gonna see. But before we get into the video, subscribe, notification so you guys never ever miss a video. Share this video with your friends and comment down below. Did you like Lightlark? Why or why not? And just a quick disclaimer for all my little girlies and everybody that has not read Lightlark, this will have spoilers. I'm making most of my reading vlogs that I plan on doing will have spoilers. They'll have my opinions, and I'll be telling you guys what's happening in the book. I will not hold back on spoilers because I want to share my thoughts on the book and I don't want to restrict my thoughts, so there will be spoilers. So watch with caution. Maybe skip over the summaries and watch the cutesy parts with all the music and the little page snippets. So yeah, there's not going to be a lot of footage of me reading unless I'm sitting at my little desk where I usually film, which is over there, because I'm gonna be in my bed most of the time, and when I read in my bed, I do not look cute. I be slouching down and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. This in a lot of videos, but I find the vines at the beginning, at the top of the page of each and every page so cute in this book, because we never see that in a lot of books. So we obviously have the ones in the middle, and then from then on it's hold on to the chapter page. Why do I keep landing on chapter pages? Then we have the cute ones on the side, and that's really cute to me because I feel that's so creative. I don't see books with that ever, so this is something new, something cute. I'm really excited to get into this because I've had Maria, she's been talking about you need to read it, and I'm just wait, is it good? And then I have some people it's not good. Now I'm scared. I have mixed feelings before I go ahead and start it, but I'm about to read the first page and then we're gonna get to the first chapter. So I'm gonna read the prologue and I'm gonna read the first chapter, and I'm gonna let you guys know what my feelings are on the book so far are. Wait, is this a long chapter book? Oh, it's not that long chapters. Okay, we're gonna read the first chapter and the prologue, and I'm gonna come back to you guys and tell you guys exactly what I think, because you're not gonna watch me read that. No, I don't look cute when I read, y'all. I promise I don't. So update, I ended up reading all the way to chapter I read another chapter other than chapter 1, so I'm on chapter 3, and I don't have a solid rating. It just kind of seems Powerless right now, but it's not bad as far as I've gotten into it, because, you know, I'm only on page 21. So I can't really judge it, you know. But right now, simple, nice introduction. These curses that they have, it's actually crazy. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna check back with you guys when I do, because I don't know when that will be, but we'll see. Y'all, I did not win. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start from what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna do an entire overview of this entire book, because I know this reading vlog was like really simple and there wasn't a lot of talking from me personally, because I was so enthralled by this book. I was not picking up the camera at all. Okay, so let's start out with that. At first, I read this, like the first chapters, right before I went to bed one night. Woke up, filmed that little thing where I was like saying, okay, yeah, these first 2 chapters were good, I'm enjoying it, can't wait to see where we go with it. Then after that, I didn't pick up the book until like later of yesterday. And later of yesterday, let me just make one thing clear. I went to the hair salon, and I went into that hair salon and I brought Lightlark, because I was like, maybe I can get this done. Maybe I can, like, you know, maybe I can finish Lightlark while I'm here. I didn't finish it, but I had about like this much left. So I was cooking me some dinner and I was like, you know what? I'm actually like really interested and invested in this book. So I go to Spotify, and thankfully I saw some hours, even though I had literally listened to a few chapters of Burn for Burn on Spotify, but I still had a few hours left. So I went on Spotify and I listened to the book, and I listened to right about here. And then I'm reading and I'm flying through this book, and I forget to pick up the camera talking about some guys. I'm almost at the end. I wanted to film my reaction, but I'm gonna explain my reaction in a second, and you guys will be like, oh, okay, it doesn't really matter. So I was flying, but then I don't know, I was just like, I cannot read this for myself. So I went back on Spotify, popped my AirPods back in, and I listened to the rest of this book on Spotify. And let me just say, this ending did not shock me. So I rated this book an overall rating of 4 stars, and this is actually because the ending did not shock me. This was actually the ending was really predictable. Okay, so Celeste, or Aurora, literally, I knew from the very beginning that there was no bond breaker thing. I was like, it's not a thing. And then even after Aura was like, oh, there's no such thing as a bond breaker. What is a bond breaker? I was like, Celeste is suspicious, okay? But then I was like, well, maybe it's like there is a bond breaker and Aura doesn't know about it. But notice how Celeste went to one of the libraries and never went to a library again. So at first I was like, oh yeah, she already found the bond breaker and she's gonna use it for herself, and then she's gonna kill off 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙀. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's just what happened. That's just what's happening. I didn't expect, because that where it was like, oh yeah, like, I'm upset, so I'm gonna travel to the past and all this other stuff. What, travel to the past? I'm going to make myself look like someone else, and you're going to be my best friend. And you're going to lead me to what I need to be led to. Girl, all that. I'm sorry, but they was friends for years. You was keeping up this little facade for years. Okay. So then I'm just like, well, I already knew that, but it was her motivation that was just like, where did that even come from? Because like, I want you to have this in your brain right now, that we did not talk about the ancestors that much in this book. So when she was like, I'm one of the ancestors who was supposed to marry such and such, ma'am, I don't even know who you are. I have no clue who we're talking about right now. Because guess what? We didn't talk about the ancestors enough for me to be really like, oh my gosh, ancestors? But yeah, but I did overall rate this book a 4 stars because, like I said, it was really predictable. At, you know, like when the ending and the plot twist came out, I was just like, and like there is literal proof of me. Like, I was talking to this Discord server and I was like, guys, I think Celeste is evil, because the owner, Mariah, I think that's how you pronounce it, Mariah has already read it. She was the one that was like, Maddie, to read Lightlark immediately and make a vlog on it. I was like, okay, bet. So I was like, Mariah, is Celeste evil? Because I'm kind of getting evil vibes. And she just kept sending these eye emojis talking about some, like, I was like, Celeste is evil. She already has the bond breaker, or that thing does not exist. Because, and I was like, maybe she's sending her to these different libraries so that way she can intentionally get caught, so that way they kill her off, so that way she has the bond breaker for herself. Like, they kill her off so that way it doesn't, like, she was crazy and everything. They don't try to get her, so that they kill her off because she's snooping for no reason with these enchanted gloves, which I actually for a second thought like, oh yeah, Celeste and Cleo are working together. Because that's kind of what it was. Because like, Celeste was like, well, Cleo this and Cleo that. And I'm like, why are you defending her? Like, why are we defending her? If you're so good, why are we defending her? Because honestly, me personally, if she tried to kill me, if Cleo tried to kill me, my best friend would not be out here defending Cleo. If my best friend out here defending Cleo, the person that decided to try to kill me, I'm dropping you immediately. But low-key, what 𝙎𝙬𝙧 did at the end was actually really bad, because she was like, I said you couldn't bring anything, and then she was like, in your own words, I can't follow rules worth of nothing. I cannot follow rules to save my life. If my life depended on following rules and I had to die if I didn't follow rules, I don't follow the rules, I would be dead. So guess what, you're getting stomped. And then, oh my gosh, I didn't win. This is the part where I'm like, I didn't win, guys. Grim better win this thing, because y'all know for a fact I hate love triangles. That's why I rated The Summer I Turned Pretty as low as I did, because the love triangle was getting on my last nerve. But this one was like an obvious choice, because it was like, let's think about it. Grim erased her memories to save her life. Like, he was trying to protect her. And then Oro, the only reason he saved her at the beginning was because he needed her for the heart. His plan was to use 𝙎𝙬𝙧. That was the only reason he saved her. And then he had put her in danger so many times. He put her in that Cleo situation. He was the one that exposed her secret. He put her in a deadly path multiple times and showed no remorse until the very, very end of the book. Until the very, very end. And this better not be I better see something in Nightbane that's gonna have me like, oh my gosh. And I'm so mad because I was scrolling on Pinterest, because when I finish a book that I really like, I have an entire board dedicated to like books. I don't categorize them unless they're like my favorite books. So I was just searching up Lightlark because I wanted to put some stuff in my book category, because I really like this book. And there was something that 𝙎𝙬 said, and I'm just like, stop being desperate. Stop being desperate. No, because it's not a cute look on you. It's really not. It's not a cute look on you, sweetie poo pie. It's not a cute look on you, sweetie poo pie. It's really not. And then Mariah out here spoiling stuff. So she sent something that Grimm said, and he was basically saying the exact same thing, but not the exact same thing. But he was like basically like begging and pleading. Iceland, I was like, we eat this up for a living. This is what we eat for a living, guys, because we love this. We love to see it. The 𝙎𝙬 hate will never stop, because why did you risk my life multiple times? And then expecting me to be, and it's crazy because she almost died, right, because of 𝙎𝙬, and then immediately forgave 𝙎𝙬. But the reason she lived so long was because of Grimm. But we ran to 𝙎𝙬. I'm sorry. And there was multiple times, this is like just, I was like, I read 𝙎𝙬's name as Oreo. I don't like Oreos. So before you come in and come talk about some, Maddie, were you hungry when you were reading this book? And that's why I hate Oreos with a passion. Them things are gross, unless they're the mint ones. But I hate Oreos with a passion, guys. So no, I was not hungry. I just simply read his name as Oreo. I was like, wait, who is this new character Oreo? And then I would go back and I'm like, oh wait, no, this is 𝙎𝙬. This is 𝙎𝙬, not Oreo. Guys, this book has me stressing. And then not to mention, hold on, it's kind of hot in here. Don't talk about the hoodie, guys. And then not to mention that this book had a cliffhanger, literally was like the mirror or something like that. And pulled the door open. See, I was close. I was really close. And pulled the door open. Miss Ma'ams. No more context than that, really? And at first, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, this book to me had a slow start because I was just like, I'm gonna be reading this book for 2 weeks. Like that was the same thing like with Powerless when I opened it up, because like the words, they aren't particularly small, but it's from afar, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many words on one page and they look so miniature and so tiny. Like, hold on, let me grab the Inheritance Games. Like the Inheritance Games, the words are larger, and then up here it's like these miniature little words. Ignore how I'm holding the book, guys. I was just like, this is gonna take me a week. But it's the same thing with Powerless. I was like, this is gonna take me a week, and I finished it in like a day. Except I think Powerless took me 2 days, because that one's a chunky book. That's like 600 pages. This was 400 and some change, like 407, 409. And I was like, this gonna be a slow book. I'm never gonna get through this. Y'all, I got through this book, and I got through it quick. I got through it real quick. Now, today, I didn't read a single thing today. I'm gonna start a book today, but I haven't like finished a book because I was like, I'm gonna take a break for like most of the day, because I've been reading back to back all month, y'all. My brain hurts. I have been inhaling too much book information. It's so hot in here. I've been inhaling too much book information for y'all to expect me to continue to do this. And guess what? I'm going to continue to do it, because I'm going to start another book, and then I'm going to finish it tomorrow probably, or the day after tomorrow, because guys, I've got nothing else planned except for Gilmore Girls, Dance Moms, and the Kardashians. Yeah, love me some good old reality TV. Okay, now my hands are getting tired. That actually felt good, low-key. But yeah, I was like, this book gonna have like such a slow start, all this good stuff and all that stuff. But yeah, and when I get Nightbane, because I did order my copy, when I get Nightbane, I will be reading that in the vlog. And I'm gonna get Nightbane, and I think it's Starshade. It's something shade. Starshade, I think. Starlight, Starshade, I think it's called Starshade. When my Nightbane, I'm gonna order Starshade, and we're gonna do both of those in one vlog, y'all, and I'm gonna put all of them together for y'all for a Lightlark marathon. And Mariah was like, she thinks there's a third book. She thinks there's a fourth book. So baddies, we're gonna get, like, I want the fourth book, honestly. There better be. And I said this last night, if 𝙬𝙤, or maybe that was today, if 𝙬𝙤 does not end up with Grimm, I'm blocking Alex Aster on all of her social media platforms. I'm joking. She has a romance coming out that I want to read. But yeah, there was something else I wanted to mention. Oh yes, I literally was about to forget this. I don't understand why Lightlark gets the amount of hate that it does. Okay, now I'm going to pull Powerless real quick because this actually applies to Powerless too. Okay, so me and Mariah are actually talking about this today. This one is annotated and this one isn't, as you guys can see, because usually I do annotate anything that I read in like book blogs, but like I said, I was reading this when I was on the go, so I didn't have the chance to annotate it. And also I was like speeding through it, so even when I did have the chance to annotate it, I literally forgot, and I don't know my favorite parts of the book. There was like a few parts of the book that I like would have gone back and annotated, but I don't feel like doing that, guys, because when I annotate books, I annotate them when I read them. So yeah, but with Powerless and Lightlark, they get so much hate, okay, because it's always, Alex, you copied Lauren, or Lauren, you copied Alex, and it's always, you both copied Red Queen and Hunger Games and called it a new book. And I'm just, guys, is the aspect of people having different powers and fighting against each other really that crazy of something that you guys could never fathom? So I heard that this one got published after this one, and obviously, you know, your girl's gonna do some research because I want to see, have either of these authors read each other's books. Now I haven't checked Alex Aster, but if she has, this book came out before this one, so even if she did, I don't think it would really matter. But I checked Lauren Roberts. She has not read Red Queen. She read Six of Crows, so I don't know if that was one like people were claiming she copied, but she's read Six of Crows, and I think she's read The Hunger Games, like the first book. I don't think so. I think so. I was checking her Goodreads. I was looking through her Goodreads last night. So yeah, Alex Aster, I need to check hers. I just haven't had the chance to, because today was a really busy day for me, and I'm finishing it off with a little quick film for you guys. But yeah, so these books have been accused of copying the exact same books, and I'm like, guys, the aspect of people fighting with different powers is so crazy to y'all. Really? And like, I get it, because there were some people that were like, how we start off with like a chimney when she's claustrophobic, like I'm talking about Powerless, how we start off with a chimney. No, I think there's a dent in my book. No, never mind, guys, we're good. Even if it was, I probably would just straighten it out and call it a day. But Powerless, people were like, how do you start off with a chimney and being claustrophobic, but then she went in that safe room and she was just fine. See, I didn't think of it like that. But y'all gotta remember, Lauren was 17 when she wrote this. I think she only did the editing and publishing like when the book came out and everything. But this video is not about Lauren. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry. I had to bring this book down because of the hate that they both get for quote-unquote copying each other and copying Red Queen and Hunger Games. I just think it's good. I just think the books were good. And I, at first, like the first few 100 pages, I was like, this is like identical to Powerless. But then once we hit page 100, I was like, oh wait, no, this is a whole other book. And that goes to show how much y'all read, because y'all only read the first 100 pages. I've never DNF'd a book, but there have been times where I've wanted to DNF a book, but I'm always like, well, if I'm never DNF a book, I'm at least gonna get through half of the book. Because when you get to the half, that's kind of like the climax, where it's like, oh my gosh, we're doing this, we're doing that, and like this is where all the fun part starts, in the middle of the book. So I was like, if y'all are out here saying that it's just like Powerless, y'all only read the first few pages. Because once you hit page 100, you can see how different the books are, and they have two different goals. The plot and the setting and the goal of the book is completely different. The reason people are up here, they have a choice. Like, I believe up here was like, oh, so why did you choose to come here? Like, I wouldn't have come here if it wasn't for this and this. So they had a choice. They didn't. Powerless characters didn't. Lightlark characters did. So if that's not, oh my gosh, we're copying people, plagiarism, guys, calm down. It was, now obviously plagiarism is serious. I'm not like, but I'm saying like this, the amount of hate that both these books get, which is like, in my opinion, highly undeserved, is absurd. And unneeded and unrequired and unnecessary, and it's really never that serious. And I'm just saying, like, there was people out here literally talking about some, well, Lightlark doesn't even deserve a movie. It was a horrible book. I rated it 2 stars. Yeah, you did, but for the people like me who rated it 3 stars, because I feel like 3 stars is like, okay, the book was okay, but like 4 to 5, like the 3 to 5 star people, they probably want a movie. So why are you out here hating? Somebody bought the rights, and that's that. Just calm down, calm down. Too late for you to put your opinion out there right now, because the book's already in adaptation mode, honestly, at this point. Like, it's already being created, so you might as well just say hush hush and go somewhere else, because that book was good in my opinion, and that's that. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change my opinion, because that book was quite literally such an amazing read, and I think that everybody deserves to experience that. So if you haven't already, go ahead and read Lightlark by Alex Aster, because this book was amazing. I quite literally love this book, and I cannot wait for Nightbane and Starlight to get to my doorstep, because at Amazon, if you're watching this, if these copies show up at my doorstep and there's dents, cracks, and marks on it, I will walk up to that Whole Foods and I could say, like, I'm gonna go yell at the workers, but guys, I'm not a really mean person. I also have social anxiety, so I probably just go to the Whole Foods and just ask what the funny business is going. Like, what's the funny business, guys? What funny business do we have going on here? Because I would really love to know. Really love to know. So, that being said, that is just about it for today's video. Guys, this is actually, this hat is like an absurd amount of hot. But I like it. It's cute. Ow. But that's all for today's video. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Many kisses. Let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think of Lightlark if you read it? And if you haven't read it, what's your favorite fantasy book? Because I don't read a lot of fantasy, so I really want to get into fantasy. So if you haven't read Lightlark, what's your favorite fantasy? And if you have read Lightlark, what was your favorite part of Lightlark? That's today's question of the day. Let me know what other books you want me to do reading vlogs on. I'm no longer doing Butcher and Blackbird, because I literally opened the book and it was 2 pages long of trigger warnings. And y'all know I don't do dark romance. I read those trigger warnings and I said, okay, on Depop it goes. On Depop it goes. But if you guys want my copy, I think I have it up there for like $10, but then I have a sale for Black Friday going on, so I think it's like $7. And if you like it and add it to your cart, there will be an even larger discount where I give it to like for like $5 or $6. So you guys could get my copy for like literally $5 or $6, and I've never read it, never touched, like, not supposed to say never touched it, obviously I did, because I had to pick it out at Barnes & Noble, but never read it. I only opened it for the trigger warnings. After that I closed it, and it's never been used. There's no markings except for like the little black markings you find at the books when you go to Barnes & Noble, because sometimes it's like that. So there's literally, so Depop is always in the description down below, along with my Fable book club, which you guys need to go join, because we are reading Powerless this month. And I know I've already read Powerless, but Fearless comes out in April, and I would really like to read that one with you guys. So Powerless was this month's read. Because that's what you guys voted for. You guys voted for Powerless. So yeah, I think that's just about it. I have nothing else to say except for like, subscribe, and notifications so you guys never ever miss a video. Like, subscribe, or the stuff. Check out the Depop, because I have stuff that I need to get rid of, that I just found at the depths of my house. And yeah, and I put my vinyls and CDs up there too. So that's just about it. Bye bye.